بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قد أفلح المؤمنون الذين هم في صلاتهم خاشعون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Mu'minun, the first to the second ayah. Here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala begins by declaring success, yani falah, not in terms of power, not in terms of wealth, not in terms of popularity, but in terms of what you call a state of the heart. Yani khushu in salah, khushu yani having humility. Yes, because you're standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at that moment and you have to become humble. So think about it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could have said, those who pray, alladhina yusalluna, but he said, alladhina hum fihi salatihim khashi'un. That here, the imagery here is like being drowned in an ocean of what you call humility. Not just performing an act, but inside salah. Yani clothed and surrounded by what? Khushu. So here, it's like the prayer becomes a garment and the khushu is the fabric. So if you remove the fabric, yani you are just left with the skeleton of motions only. Yani it just moves like that. So when you look at this in connection to what you call the real life, which the life which you are living in, you ask yourself these questions. How many Muslims today pray, but their minds are on WhatsApp, their hearts are in the marketplace, yani their fears are even about rent, their hopes are in the stock market, that's not the khushu, that's not khushu. Because if when Allah SWT is talking about people of khushu, this is not the type. And you see here, the purpose here is that without khushu, salah becomes like a body without a soul. So the body moves, but it doesn't live. And here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that this khushu is the reason for what you call falah, yani success in dunya and akhirah. Not because the act of bowing itself changes your rizq, but because the state of what you call khushu, yani it transforms you entirely. Yes, entirely psychologically. So when you look at this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala declaring success upon the mu'min when they are in a state of khushu, standing in front of him. So when you stand before Allah subhanahu wa